What is up, YouTube? I am Eric and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. In this video, we are talking about all the games I picked up in March. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it. Okay, so as we all know, the month of March was a wild month and it has come to a close. It's now April, and so I wanted to take all the games that I picked up and show you guys what I found in the month of March. Now, this was a special, especially a weird, strange month for me, especially for game collecting and for everyone. Like, with the coronavirus and all of that going down, it definitely made going out and finding games a lot harder. So what I'm going to do is show off all the stuff that I have for you guys and kind of talk about it. Now, it won't be as much as months before just because obviously I've been stuck at home, but I still did get some good stuff. So I want to talk about the first thing that I got, and that was this Guitar Hero guitar for the Wii U. Now, the game is in the box or the bag that I'll be pulling out of. But this wouldn't fit, so I wanted to talk about it first. If you see me on Instagram, you saw me post a picture of this earlier in the month. This is actually kind of an interesting Guitar Hero game, and I had some fun when I played it. I didn't play it too much, but I did play it and had some fun. So I'm going to pull up this bag here, and I'm going to try to hold it and go through the stuff. So I'll hold it and put it down or whatever. This is going to be a little bit more informal compared to most of the time. Most of the time I'll sit down or I'll have a table or something. But I figured, why not? With the way that things are going, let's just do it kind of chill like. Okay, so the first game I got was an NES game. I picked this up, I believe, at the flea market, and that is Castle of Dragon. Now, it says $7, but I believe I only paid $5 for it, so I'm not going to complain too much there. This is an NES game that I didn't have, and I have a rule that if I find NES games that are $5 or less and I do not have them in the collection, I just go ahead and pick them up. So that is why I did that. So I'm going to talk about the rest of the games here, and I think I'm going to do like a few at a time, then set them down, and then a few more, just to make it easier. Next, I got Mission Impossible Operation Sorma for the Xbox. You guys know I am a huge Xbox fan, so if I can find games for the Xbox for cheap, I will pick them up. I think this was $3 or $4, like that's perfect for me. Next is a PlayStation 2 game, and that is Cubics Robots for Everyone Showdown. Now, this is a weird, wacky looking game, and that's why I picked it up. Now, I want to say I paid $5 for it, but from the vendor that I bought it from at the flea market, he always hooks it up, so I couldn't pass up on that. And then I found Circus of Maximus Chariot Wars on the Xbox. This was yet again another cheap game. I want to say like $4. This looks like an interesting game, honestly, by looking at the back. And so I picked it up because I didn't know what to expect, but it did definitely look like something I would definitely enjoy, so I grabbed that. Next, we got a few more games here. I picked up Dudes with Attitude on the NES as well. This is an unlicensed copy, so that was $5, I believe. It says $5, but I did a deal when I bought this at the flea market with that other NES game, so I'm not 100% sure how much this was, but I know it was a good deal for sure. Then next, I picked up Need for Speed Underground Rivals. Now, whenever Need for Speed came out, I love this game so much. All of them, especially Underground, were so much fun, and so when I saw this on the PSP, I knew I didn't have it over there in the collection, so I wanted to pick this up, and I picked it up for like $4, so that's a very good pickup. Now, next I have two Nintendo Switch games that I picked up. If you watched my delivery at door for Gamestop video, you will have seen me pick these up. Just Dance 2020, picked this up for my wife, she wanted it. I wouldn't have ever picked it up, but I did for her. And then Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. I wanted to pick this game up for a while now, and then once they canceled the Olympics for 2020 and postponed them, I decided I should go out and get it before it gets rare and hard to find and expensive, because I want to actually play it. So I grabbed it and showed you guys how I picked it up. Now next I have a Donkey Kong Country game. This was on the Game Boy Advance, and I picked this up at the flea market as well. I want to say I spent like $2 or $3 on that. It was cheap, whatever, but it was definitely well worth it. Now getting into it more, I don't remember where, oh, I remember where I picked this up. So this was one of my friends picked this up for me, and he got it for me. This is New Super Mario Bros. on the DS. He paid like $3 for it, so he hooked it up for me. So I'm definitely excited about that. I already have that, so I'm definitely going to be flipping that. And this bag is starting to get somewhat ridiculous to hold. So what I might do is grab a few of the games and then set it down, just because the structure isn't all there. But that's okay. Like I said earlier, oh, the dongle's in here. That's what that noise is. Guitar Hero Live. The dongle for the guitar is in this case, that way I don't lose it. Guitar Hero Live on the Wii U. This is actually an interesting game. They tried to do like you were on stage and everything, which was, I mean, it wasn't a bad idea. It was creative, but I think it just didn't really pan out as well, which kind of sucks because I think that could have been a cool concept. I played that a little bit and I had some fun with it. Next, I picked up Mario Kart Wii. I've actually picked up a few of these here recently, and right now, especially selling games, this is a game that you want to have, that you want to list for sale. So I picked that up for like $3, so that's definitely well worth it. And next is Wii Pac-Man Party. It didn't have anything other than the disc, and this came with the bundle for the Wii U stuff, so I just got it, I guess, for that. And then Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I believe I had this already, so I will be selling it. I think I have it on the Wii U at least. So I'm definitely going to sell this if I do have it. But if I don't, I'll definitely be adding that to the collection. And next is New Super Mario Bros. U, which has the game in it, no manual or anything like that. And it also has Luigi Bros. U as well. Sorry, that's ridiculously hard to say. But this is a definite pickup if you have a Wii U. Now, I'm pretty sure they redid this on the Switch. I haven't bought it yet, but they definitely did that. So there's a few more games here that I have, and then we'll talk about the system that I've got down below. The first game was kind of an accident mistake. My friend bought me a bunch, like 5 or 6 games from like a thrift kind of pawn shop kind of thing, and he thought I wanted this, but I already had it. So this is in the collection already, so this will be sold. This is Star Wars Battlefront on the Xbox One. That's an okay game. It's not the greatest. I think they did a good job with it graphically, but I think they kind of lost out on what those old Star Wars Battlefront games were, and that's why I think that didn't do as well as it should have. The next game is a Wii Gremlins Gizmo game. This is a game that I picked up in a bundle. This was a game that I've never seen before, so I was definitely glad that it was CIB, so I could add it to the game collection. Next, I've got El Shaddai on the Xbox 360. I want to say this was $4, and it's a game that I don't have, so I figured I would pick it up. I've had this in the past, but I sold it off, so I mean, that's definitely worth it. And then Wii Sports. This is the Nintendo Select Edition, but everything's in there. This should get about 15 to 20 bucks right now. Last but not least, we've got this gamepad and the controller, the console for that Wii U that I picked up. Now, I still have to clean this up and everything, but it's definitely well worth it. And then last but not least, I've got the bag of cords. I have the power supply, the gamepad charger, which is like a third party that is weird the way it plugs in. I'll show you guys that. And then it had a nunchuck, and then it had the sensor bar. So this is the weird way that it plugs in to the gamepad, which is very sketchy. So that's the normal gamepad, but then it goes between like the power supply and the actual system, so I will not be keeping this, but I will be including it with that system. But I saw this and I thought it was very weird, and I was not a fan of it. Okay, so that was all the stuff I picked up in March. Now, it's gonna be hard for April to pick up games. I'm gonna try to buy some online and everything, so be ready for some kind of video like that next month. But that is something that's not going to be as grand probably, because I am stuck at home and all the thrift stores or pawn shops in my area are closed. So we'll just have to wait and see what I end up finding. But with that being said, I want to know what you guys found. Comment down below and tell me how you did in March and how hard it was or weird it was trying to hunt for games in these weird times. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification because it lets you know when I post more videos. But most importantly, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, wash your hands, and make sure you have a good day.